To the 2.3 million U.S. government funds, we know that the AMA provided substantial matching funds in the design, management, and supervision services. I applaud Ghana for their excellent intersectoral collaboration that ensured the completion of these schools. Thank you.
China will always remain Ghana's trustworthy friend and a sincere partner. I'm fully confident of the future relations between our two countries. Long live China-Ghana friendship. Thank you.
I am so proud that today we have invited you to come and see the fulfillment of your vision, which you have always called for excellence, which you have always called that we should build the best for our children's education. 104 Millennium City schools are under construction at various levels in Accra. Your Excellency, we want to assure you that you can focus on other things. Under your watch, we will fulfill all the dreams of the Millennium City status.
A complete edifice, standing in a complete efficacy, like the Pelican Palace. This is where the future rulers of our dear country will be nurtured, ready, and equipped to take the mantle of leadership.
I came to Dansoman Okoti to lend my presence to this beautiful example of what international cooperation can do. This government takes our social intervention programs very important and very seriously. In 2010, Ghana became classified as a lower middle income country. One of the features of being middle income is that though you have a new class of super rich people, entrepreneurs, people who own their businesses, you have a growing middle class with a bigger disposable income, but then you're also likely to have depressed communities where people have no access to social services and live on less than $1 a day. And so one of the challenges of leadership of any middle income country is that you must put in place social intervention measures that are targeted at deprived communities and the vulnerable population in your country. And our social intervention projects cut across education to healthcare to even direct cash grants. And so, for instance, we have the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty. Under this program, we are giving direct cash grants, and last year we gave to more than 75,000 households. This year, we are expanding that number to 150,000 of the poorest households in our country. They are receiving direct cash grants from the LEAP program. But aside from that, social intervention also involves education to create opportunity and access for the children of even the poorest members of our population to be able to have access to education. And that is why in 2010, when your hard-working mayor and the Accra Metropolitan Assembly came up with a vision, and the vision was that they were going to invest strongly in a social intervention program, which was going to upgrade the facilities of all the schools in the city in order that they would abolish what we call the shift system. And so to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly and the hard-working mayor, I say, Ayiko, well done. Under our social interventions, especially with regards to education as implemented by AMA, they have been building these millennium schools across the city. And as the mayor told you, they've been able to complete 10 of them. And they have a target of building another 104 of such schools. And several of the additional schools are under construction as we speak today. And so many more of these schools are going to be commissioned in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very beautiful edifice, and I feel very proud. The school starts from kindergarten to primary school to JHS, junior high school, to SHS, senior high school, and then to vocational and technical training. This is what we call integrated education. And so a child can start the Dansoman School Complex, Okoti, from kindergarten and finally come out from vocational and technical school with a skill to go into the world of work. This is indeed a center of excellence. This is a very wonderful example to the rest of the country. But it also shows what international cooperation can do. What you see here is a tripartite cooperation between the United States, China, and Ghana. And so it shows what we can achieve if we come together. The block on my right was sponsored by USAID. The block on my left was sponsored by the People's Republic of China, with the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. And let me emphasize that this whole complex was built with grants. I have the honor and privilege in my capacity as President of the Republic of Ghana to declare the Dansoman School Complex, Okoti, duly commissioned. The school contains an up-to-date, state-of-the-art science laboratory. It also has a beautiful computer laboratory. It has a library complex, and it has its own water treatment plant. Aside from that, they have a modern generator. And then in addition, they have a beautiful school bus that we will present to them. Government has done its part. You have these beautiful buildings, you have everything you need to be the #1 school in Ghana. But let me conclude finally by saying that it is not the edifices, it is not the school bus, it is not the beautiful science laboratory, it is not the beautiful library, it is the human beings in this school that will make teaching and learning successful. Both teachers and students must play their part to ensure that you live up to the name I have given you today, Center of Excellence. Dansoman School Complex, Okoti, Center of Excellence. And so let's not make this investment come to waste. And so I'll be watching your progress and making sure that you live up to expectation of what we have done here today. Thank you, and God bless all of us.